Right around this time in the show, Russ likes to do this little thing called Right Around Now in business history. We like to call it Biz-Tory. Take it away there, Russ.
Hey, I've heard some big numbers associated with how many dollars are in this bailout stimulus package. You got $700 billion here, $1.5 trillion there. You know, it can add up to numbers that we have never used. A million, a billion, of course, we all know. $1 million used to be a lot of money.
Yeah.
Is it still? Hey, penny for your thoughts. Stop it. You know, I believe that time is money, and if time is money, how much is 1 million seconds?
Couldn't tell you.
12 days, my friend.
Nailed it.
Yep. 1 million hours ago was 1885. I knew I'd do
1 million hours ago was 1885.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It takes 1,000 million to make a billion. You got that? Because in a billion seconds, it'll be 2040. Wow. And we'll still have the same president, who I just love. All right, let's move on. I can't do the joke. It's just illegal. That reminds me of a real Messiah, Jesus Christ.
Oh, other than the one we
right, the
voted into office? Okay.
1 billion minutes ago, JC just finished having a little lunch.
Okay.
1 billion hours ago, man had not even walked on Earth.
Wow, see, that's a big number.
It's big.
All right.
How about a trillion?
A trillion.
Trillion seconds ago, Neanderthal stalked the plains of Europe. A trillion seconds, that's about 31,688 years, my friend.
Wow, a trillion seconds?
Yeah. A trillion is a million, or a number 1 followed by 12 zeros.
I don't know, it's like a blazillion.
That's a gazillion.
Yeah.
No, those are other numbers. Take it this way. If you had a bucket that holds 100,000 marbles, you would need 10 million of those buckets to hold 1 trillion marbles. Okay? How's my time? Doing
You're doing good. You're doing fine.
Million, billion, trillion. Then what?
Okay. Million. So after trillion, there's a gazillion.
No, it's a quadrillion. That's
quadrillion.
That's 1,000 trillion. A 1 followed by 15 zeros. 10 to the 15th. Whatever.
Wow.
Next is a quintillion. Quintillion. That's a billion, which is a 1 followed by 18 zeros. In England, they call a quintillion a trillion. Those silly Brits.
Why?
I don't know.
They can't count that.
That's why we left.
Yeah, once you get to trillion, who
cares?
Get
it straight. Now, after quintillion comes one of my favorites, sextrillion.
Oh, but you know.
That's a trillion billion. You write it out. It's a 1 followed by 21 zeros. A 1 followed by 21 zeros. Isn't that the 2008 Detroit Lions? It's 0-16, whatever. Okay, following sextrillion is one of my favorites.
Hey, who's that?
That's a Brazilian.
Ah, man.
Mama. All right, here we go. Or a citizen of Rio de Janeiro. No, that's not the next number.
That's
next
pretty
number.
looking Brazilian.
Thank you. He is nice. The next number is cotillion, which I think is a former ball for presenting debutantes. Anyway,
a cotillion. Yeah, that's right.
Then
is that a real number?
Yeah, it is.
No.
Yes.
Really?
It's not spelled that way.
Okay,
but yeah.
all right.
Septillion, which is a trillion, 1 followed by 24 zeros.
Septillion had a big long tail.
Septillion is actually preceded by Augustillion. No,
Augustillion?
No, that's a joke. Barely. Actually, septillion is followed by octillion.
Okay.
That's 1,000 trillion, 1 followed by 27 zeros, 10 to the 27th.
Wow.
Then you got nonillion, which is 10 to the 30th.
Nonillion, billion,
decillion, which is a great card that came out in the 30s. No, that's a decillion is a 10 to the 33rd part. Hey, and I'm hot, actually. Turn on decillion fan. No, that's not decillion. Undecillion is the next number after decillion.
Is there an imbecillion?
That would be us. Here we go. Undecillion, which is the next one, is just the inability to make up your mind. Duodecillion, 10 to the 39th power. Tridexillion, 10 to the 42nd.
That was a drug instead of penicillin.
It got rid of something for me in the 70s. Then there's ridiculillion, which is that's our new federal debt limit. The number now is, get this, 9.815 trillion. Which,
that's our national debt.
Yeah, that comes out to $32,716.66 for each American. All 300 of us being guided by about 500 nincompoops running this country.
Wow.
Yeah. Do they represent all of us, the majority? Huh? Whenever any form of government becomes destructive to our rights, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish the government and to institute a new government. There's $1 million idea, don't you think? Maybe a billion, maybe a trillion. Tick, tick, tick. The clock is ticking. Time is money.
Nicely done,
Good
Russ T
luck.
Nailz.
Thank you. Nailed it.
Boy, that was good. Listen, right now.